All right, y'all. Welcome back to the Ern1 World Podcast. It's your boy DJ Ern1.
And it's your boy Diff Hue.
And you tapping back in with the Ern1 World Podcast. We back in Portland, per usual. I just got back in, not really just got back in town, but I was out of town. It's part of the reason why y'all haven't seen a lot of stuff coming.
Welcome back, world.
At the moment. But we back.
It's good to see y'all when I see y'all, but you know.
It's good to see y'all again, like you said.
Y'all here in spirit, I'm sure.
Right.
You know, and this is episode what?
35.
35. Moving on up. On that way to the big 4-0.
That part.
You know, so.
But yeah.
Yes, indeed. So, yes, let's go ahead and get into it, man, because we got a lot to unpack. Before we do that, though, you did say you've been out of town, so, Facts. You know, let the world know where you been, man.
I was recently in Vegas, Las Vegas, Nevada, to be specific. Sin City.
First time
ever. So I really just kind of did allow, actually, more context. I was up there for my mom's birthday. She wanted to go out there.
Happy late birthday.
For her birthday. Watch Pick Vegas? I'm not sure, but we all enjoyed it thoroughly, so it was dope. I mean, I feel like she probably just wanted to go to concerts and just, you know.
Has she been to Vegas before?
Yeah, my mom definitely been to Vegas. Well, both my parents been to Vegas before. Everybody in my family's been to Vegas multiple times aside from me. I feel like, honestly, out of everybody in my family, I'm probably the least traveled.
Damn.
Right. But we're going to change that in the near future.
Facts. Gotta get global on them.
But yes, my mom wanted to go down to Vegas to celebrate her birthday. We spent a bunch of time going to just grab food, walking around the city, going to concerts and stuff like that. So one of the concerts we went to was the Santana concert. So it was in what's the name of that spot? The House of Blues in Las Vegas. Pretty dope. I actually have some pictures and some footage I can show you guys. But yeah, we kicked it in Vegas, went to the Sphere, walked around the Sphere, saw the Sphere show. It was cool. I would definitely recommend going to go see it. I mean, they have some dope graphics in general that they just kind of have floating around outside of the building throughout the day and the evening. I'm pretty sure most of you guys have seen it on social media.
I was reading up on how much it costs to even run an ad, and it's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, it's stupid.
A few $100,000.
The dude that owns the Spheres actually turns out is James Dolan, so the owner of the Knicks. The owner of the New York Knicks owns the Sphere.
Interesting.
Yeah, and apparently they haven't really turned technically a large profit on it.
Oh, yeah, no, it's been a money pit so far.
That part, I was just about to get to that. I was like, yeah, it hasn't been making any real money for real.
It looks cool, though.
Which is crazy to think about because, like, I mean, it's, in my opinion, one of the best platforms you can use for advertising.
You could be real creative with that.
Right.
Really creative.
Creative.
I agree. I feel like it's gonna take time, but it definitely, man. Once people start catching up, and it's in Vegas, which is honestly like I feel like
true. It's
the perfect place. It just needs to get acclimated. I believe personally.
Yeah. So this is, I guess, the inside of the Sphere. It's kind of kicks off our week at Vegas. Obviously, you see the J's on my feet, but I don't know. The best way to describe the Sphere experience is like a giant IMAX, a bigger version of an IMAX experience.
Epic version.
Yeah. So basically, the film that they show is kind of like a Planet Earth-esque film via IMAX. So if you've ever seen Planet Earth, imagine watching Planet Earth on IMAX. And that's the Sphere film that they show.
What was inside of when you went? What did you see? What was you watching? What is that?
This is inside the Sphere.
I'm saying like when you go in, like what's the take me?
I guess to the process.
Yeah, like
okay,
because that's it. Like, what's the point? Like you're inside looking at something. What was that you were looking at? Was that a show? Was that a default screen? What the fuck was you looking at?
This is like, I guess, kind of like a default screen that they have just on the joint in between the shows.
Okay.
But before the show starts, it's just a black screen.
Okay.
I think this.
And what was the show?
What was the show?
Yeah.
The Sphere film.
What was the Sphere film?
I told you it's like a Planet Earth documentary.
Okay.
But
okay. I was just trying to like. Okay. Okay. All right.
So that's what the experience kind of is.
Okay.
And this is just me kind of like dicking around in the space after the show. I feel like I'm about to jump in that bitch. But yeah, so we went to the Sphere. After we went to the Sphere, kind of just went back to the. I think we either went to grab food or just went back to the hotel. Kind of called it the night because that was like, I want to say Thursday night. Maybe we went to the Sphere. It's Thursday or Friday. I don't know. Vegas is one of those cities that everything kind of like becomes a big blur. Nothing really shut. No, you don't want to say you get lost in the sauce, but nothing.
I said you can get lost.
Like
in the sauce.
Yeah, you definitely can. I mean, because nothing really shuts down out there. Like certain clubs are open till like 6 a.m. Strip clubs open 24/7. You can go downstairs to the casinos, or just walk in any casinos at any time of day.
Mm-hmm.
Hop on the table, start gambling. They got bars open 24/7. You can walk around with open containers of alcohol.
It's a different world.
People walking around. I saw people walking around with open containers of alcohol, smoking joints as they were walking around with open containers of alcohol.
See,
and
when I was in Vegas, you couldn't smoke weed on the streets, and you couldn't smoke it was like still pretty much a big deal. Like you wouldn't. This was like 2016 though, but you couldn't smoke weed on the streets in Vegas.
Oh yeah, so this is even okay. So here's some more video footage of the Sphere. This is like the inside of the joint. I guess I'll show it to you because you're here right now. But yeah, it's just like a big arena. Nothing out of the ordinary that you would see in like any major like venue that hosts like shows or like athletic events.
Well, shit.
It looks like any arena that you've probably ever been to for like a show.
That ain't even that special compared to the other show you went to.
Oh, you talking about the Santana show?
Right.
Yeah. So we also went to the Santana show, but we'll get to that after I finish showing y'all this video footage of the Sphere.
Man, people just want to see the actual inside and outside.
I mean, this is the inside.
No, I'm talking about like the dome part.
Oh yeah. The inside of
the
the dome part's kind of been on social media now for this point.
But
like, if you've seen that,
for the sake of the viewers.
Oh yeah, here we go. This is more the inside of the.
Yeah, they want to see. There you go. Show them the real shit. They want to see that. They want to see like what the shit look like. We don't care about the lobby. You been showing the lobby like lobby ain't important.
I mean, look. But anyway, fast forward. Next day,
we got a lot to unpack.
We went to the Santana show. So me and my older brother, my mom, my cousin, actually two of my cousins actually went to go see Santana, and I guess his band perform. And it turns out that his band consists of like two of his family members. So his drummer is actually his wife. And I mean, me being a former percussionist, I thought this was dope. We ended up getting one of her drumsticks that she used during the performance.
Legendary shit. You gotta frame
after
that.
the show. So, and this is dope because her drumsticks are sponsored by this brand that I used to actually use pretty frequently back in the day, Vader. So that's dope. Ended up getting one of her sticks after the show, which was dope. But in general, the show in general was just dope. Like, his wife is his drummer, his son is his keyboard player, and then everybody else was like super dope. I feel like they were honestly probably like world-renowned musicians that he was playing with. Like, I don't know, shit was fire. If you get the opportunity to go to a Carlos Santana show,
I luckily got to go see him last year with Earth, Wind & Fire, which was, I tried to get you to go and you was fucking playing.
I don't know what I was doing.
You was playing. Tried to get you to go. You was acting like you didn't want to. So it's cool. You slip.
Yeah, this is. I don't know if I can zoom. I can zoom.
I don't know why you didn't go, bro. Dan was there.
We got we got the Carlos Santana on stage. This man's definitely old, but he doesn't look OD old.
And he killed it.
Nah, he's still
good performer for real.
Great performance. Probably out of all the shows that I've been to, I'd say he definitely ranks within the top 5. Easy. So for me, I'd say best concert I've ever been to, best show I've ever been to is Stevie Wonder show. And then, I don't know, close behind Stevie Wonder would have to be him. They're like right there together. But honestly, I feel like any of the musicians that you have the opportunity to go see that play analog instruments.
Yeah, play real instruments. Yeah.
Those are the shows that you really wanna go to.
I agree. Most definitely.
But yeah, in general, hung out in Vegas, last week with my mom, my family.
I do want to know what the
food.
fuck it was like to eat that freeze dried candy.
Oh yeah, saw a bunch of stuff I've never seen before out in the city, which was dope. Tried to get scooped up by a few cougars at the casinos. Ain't really work. I'll try again next time.
What's up with that freeze dried candy though? What was the experience like?
Okay, so the best way to describe it is, so this is like this big candy store, or a few big candy stores out in Vegas called Sugar, or It's Sugar, something like that. Anyway, it's like very reminiscent of any of the old candy stores you see like in the mall back in the day, from like the early 2000s. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Like Candy World, those type of stores. But they have just like tubs of candy and stuff like that. Just candy all over the place. Stuff that you thought they didn't even make anymore, they had. But anyway, they had like a freeze-dried candy section. And if you've not been living under a rock, I'm pretty sure you've seen this on your social media timeline at a certain point this year. But people have been buying like freeze dryers and putting candies that you would find in any convenience store, grocery store, like Skittles, Starburst. They're putting those in the freeze dryer, and it essentially turns the candy into like a crunchy, almost like just ball of sugar. But I would say the best way to describe the texture of it is like, have you ever had a cheese ball before?
Yeah.
Yeah, like the cheese balls, like the cheese puffs.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like that texture.
Even when it melts and dissolves?
Yeah, that's another thing. Kind of like after you bite into it, it just kind of like dissolves.
Because I already kind of knew
in your mouth.
It varies upon candy.
Yeah, but certain candies,
like the gummy ones, which ones is like?
Certain gummies still essentially did the same thing, but certain gummies still kind of maintained a little bit of sense of
gumminess,
gummy character, if that makes sense.
With a crunch still?
Yeah, so it'd be crunchy at first, and then it kind of like just kind of get like stuck to your teeth.
Interesting.
Which I wasn't really the biggest fan of.
I just always wanted, the shit be looking so weird on Instagram because like I don't know, it's like a craze for the past like few years.
Yeah, I mean, if you get the chance to try it, I'd definitely say try it. I wouldn't say it's worth paying what they had it priced at. I think if I remember correctly, they had like each bag priced at almost like $10 or $12.
For how many pieces?
I mean, like it'd be like a normal bag of Skittles, but it would be like a full bag of Skittles, but it'd be like freeze dried, and it would be like $15 for the whole pack.
That's crazy,
right? But it's also Vegas, a tourist city, so it's like, you know, it's like going to Disney World at that point, expecting not to get charged for the slushies that they got at the park.
No, I feel that.
Yeah.
Well, shit. Glad you enjoyed yourself, bro.
Yeah, Vegas was dope.
My first time ever going to Vegas was only time ever going to Vegas was on Halloween, which was fucking crazy. That was dope.
Yeah, and like, I mean, now that I kind of know how the city functions and where stuff kind of is in the city, I mean, it's pretty easy to get around. Like, I feel like it's hard to get lost in Vegas.
For the most part, yeah.
But yeah, I would definitely go back. I'd probably go back with some friends next time, though.
I feel that'll be fun.
But yeah, I could definitely see. Oh yeah, my mom went to the Usher show too.
Oh yeah, you did tell me that.
That's funny. Her and one of my cousins went to the Usher show, which was funny. Yeah, so I guess even more. I guess to kind of bring Usher back up, one of my cousin's friends, because my cousin lives in Atlanta, right? So it turns out one of my cousin's friends actually is kind of cool with Usher's DJ.
Small
world. I'm like, yo, like what? Like how y'all know Usher's DJ?
Small fucking world.
Like they live in Atlanta. So yeah, this is something you put on the topic list, but apparently Drake and J. Cole are going on tour together.
Correct.
So what is this about?
I don't know.
Because I know at one point, was that Kendrick and J. Cole that was supposed to do a tape together back in the day? And they never did it?
Man, that shit was never even I don't know nothing about that. But I will say that it's kind of weird because it's like, I don't know why it's weird, but it's like Drake and J. Cole on tour. It's like, it's weird to me. I don't know why. It's not weird in a bad way though, but it's just like, I don't necessarily feel like, in my opinion, I don't feel like the true J. Cole fans listen to Drake like that. What do you think? Maybe I'm just speaking off of ignorance. I don't know.
So the true J. Cole fans don't listen to Drake like that?
Now, I could say that the Drake fans listen to J. Cole, maybe.
I mean,
I don't feel like people that are listening to J. Cole like that really listen to Drake as much as like a lot of the people that really like J. Cole is really people that really be like listening to real rap, and a lot of people that I know that listen to real rap don't listen to Drake. So I'm just going off of like people that I'm just going off.
that's an interesting point of view.
Am I wrong? Am I tripping?
No, I wasn't even thinking of it from that angle though, to be honest with you. But I don't know. I feel like in terms of my rap fandom, I definitely skew more J. Cole than I do Drake.
From a money play,
And not even just being on some North Carolina shit. Like before I even found out he was from North Carolina, I was like, yo, who is this dude? But nah, like that's an interesting point of view. I never really thought about it that way. But I mean, like a lot of rap heads though. Still, I feel like, oh damn, I don't know. I feel like modern rap heads anyway, listen to a lot of Drake.
when you say modern rap heads, what do you mean? Because when I say rap heads, I'm talking about people that really listen to rap.
Like people that I'd say frequent music by artists that came about post like 20.
Because to me, I only know one type of modern rap.
Post
To me,
2010.
when you say modern rap head, I really am only thinking of people that listen to like a modern rap head. Like, do you mean modern rap, or do you mean just the times?
Just like the times that we're currently in, like people that might have started to get deep into rap, like post 2010, 2012 ish.
They don't count.
That's why I said
No
that's why I
disrespect.
said the modern ones.
No disrespect. They don't count.
That's why I said the modern.
They don't count
Why they don't count?
because we're talking about like those you literally because basically just from that statement you kind of basically saying that they don't really know anything before then.
I mean, they're young. They have still got to go through the process of discovery to finding stuff.
So they're not. That's not who I'm talking about.
Discovery that
that's
we
not what I'm
kinda
talking
had to
about
go
though.
through.
Because a lot of the younger generation don't really listen to neither one of them. Well, they listen to Drake more than J. Cole. I can say that for a fact. But then that actually proves my point. More older people listen to J. Cole than younger people. So that brings me back to my point.
Yeah,
People that listen to J. Cole or not.
Because most of the people that I don't know, I feel like most of the. I mean, J. Cole was because how old was he when he popped?
It don't even matter. All I'm saying is it's weird that they're on tour together, but it makes sense as far as a money thing because going to see J. Cole is a good show. Going to see Drake, I'm assuming is going to be a good show. But I would just say that those are two top artists that I feel like can't do wrong on a tour together. You know what I'm saying? I just think it's weird because it's like you don't see them two.
Is it because most
together.
people probably deem them as competition that you think?
No. I don't necessarily think that at all. I wasn't even thinking that myself.
Okay.
I just genuinely feel like they don't work together enough for me to feel like that tour
makes sense.
Yeah, it's like this is just.
Or they haven't collaborated enough.
Yeah, it's like this is kind of interesting.
Unless they got a joint project coming out.
That you're going on tour with J. Cole. I doubt it, to be honest with you. But I don't know. I just think it's interesting. You know what I'm saying? It also feels like something that could have happened a long time ago.
That's what I'm saying. It feels like it's something that should have happened in like, that's what I was going to say. It feels like something that should have happened in like 2013, 2014.
Yeah, so like it's happening though.
Around the time like Forest Hills Drive was out.
Go to your DMs. Pull up.
That's the name of the album, right? Forest Hills Drive.
Pull up the poster.
The one where he's sitting on the rooftop.
Which one?
Forest Hills Drive.
Yeah, album, right? Yeah, it's 2014, ain't it?
Yeah, that feels like something that would have happened around that time frame, when like nothing was the same, and Forest Hills Drive was like kind of out. Oh, you said go to my DM?
Yeah, keep tabs in your DM because I pretty much sent you a lot of stuff related to the topics in your DM. So just stay on pretty much all of them. We're gonna be
the last one. Did you send me?
Like the last few are all related to the
tour. This one specifically though.
Yeah, that one specifically though. Yeah, that's what it looks like right there. That's the flyer.
I mean, what cities are they gonna hit?
It's funny they were talking about it. People in the comments was like, so he's not gonna perform in Charlotte. Apparently,
yeah, he got a whole song called what is it, 8 a.m. in Charlotte.
Apparently they're doing he has his Dreamville situation. So apparently that's gonna be the Carolina show. I don't know a whole lot about it. I just, again, wanted to share that because that's happening. It's coming. They're on a tour.
Well, I mean, I'm curious now if they're gonna put it. Are they gonna do individual tracks?
Yeah, bro, on tour.
Or are they gonna like put a new project out that consists of?
They're just on tour, performing songs. I'm assuming. Yeah.
Interesting.
It's all a blur tour. Anyway, man, going to get that money. Shout out to Drake. Shout out to J. Cole. Do what y'all do. Shit.
Yeah. This is, I guess, another one that you put on topic list. 3 Stacks got a project coming out. If y'all know what 3 Stacks is, I'm talking about Andre 3000 from Outkast.
Yes, indeed. Andre 3000, man, the legend himself. This is actually kind of a lot to talk about because, I mean,
I feel like I did hear about this project. He was dropping a new project.
I feel like people are going to be, people are going to fuck with it and then people are going to be disappointed. I feel like it's going to be all over the place because it's not a rap album. Everybody wants a rap album from Andre. He even said himself that he would love to rap. For some reason, I guess it's just not the headspace that he's in. And me just knowing how Andre's been moving in the past 15 years, you just got to see, like, none of the shit that he's going to be doing musically is going to be surprising. You've been seeing him on the internet coming out to the world every blue moon with the flute looking like a straight hippie. So you can't really expect to get a rap album. Like, do you really think you're going to get a rap album from him?
That man will pull up in the most random, obscure locations.
He was out here on that shit.
With the flute. You say he was in Portland with the flute?
Yeah, because you know,
Big Boy.
when
one of the football games.
Ducks.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because Big Boy's son plays football for Oregon, University of Oregon.
But
I don't know if he still plays football for them or not, but
he's a Ducks fan though, regardless.
I feel like it was more so because his nephew was on the team.
Said son.
Well, I'm talking about Andre 3000 at this point.
Oh, I don't know who's who related to what, but
that's bro. They're basically brothers.
Anyway,
that's why I was like, his nephew plays for the team.
But yeah, so the point is what I'm saying is that when it comes to Andre 3000, you can't really expect anything. You know, he's.
I mean, you never really know what to expect with him. Even his I don't know, the way he was, the way he would just switch up his fashion sense out of nowhere. Like, all right.
I say all that to say that, like, for all those people out there, when you're going into this project, going into it with the open mind. See, the problem is, bro, I already know how this is gonna go. The people that fuck with Andre 3000 are gonna dick ride him, and I don't mean that in a bad way. You dick ride who you fuck with, but there's gonna be people who are gonna dick ride Andre and say that they love it regardless because they're just dick riders. They're not gonna like necessarily give an honest opinion. They're gonna like it just because. Then there's gonna be the people like me who love Andre, who's gonna listen to it and still give my raw opinion, but I'm still gonna actually have an open mind and knowing like where he's at as a person. And then you got the people who just like whatever, not even gonna, just gonna look over this shit. So I say all that to say, with Andre putting this shit out, people are already kind of like closed-minded, and I feel like a lot of people, this shit ain't gonna go. They're not gonna take it in as it should be taken in. People don't want to digest certain things. He already put disclaimers on the project.
I feel like it goes back to the conversation.
Hold on. Okay. He had to put a disclaimer on the project saying no bars. He's already talked about it. The fact that you got to do that, you already letting people know, like, listen, this is not a lyrical rap. This isn't anything like that. This is something that you sit back, damn near meditate to. It's experimental. A lot of people who even really like hip hop and rap don't really dabble into that side. So it's like, again, you gotta have an open mind to even be able to digest what he's putting out. So I just saying all to say, like, I don't feel like people are gonna be able to appreciate it like that other than the Andre Dick Riders and me. People like me. Or you.
I mean, that's fair. But I mean, I also feel like this kind of goes back to the point I always make with artists putting out new and different types of shit that their audience is not used to. People don't never want to let the fucking artist grow and evolve and do some new shit that they ain't used to getting from the artist. So it's like, no, I ain't mad at him. I'm not mad at him for putting out that disclaimer. I'm like, hey, this is not about to be. This is not about to be. I know y'all haven't heard shit from me. Because when was the last time you gave us a project?
A long time ago.
Love Below?
No. Idlewild.
Oh, some people, okay, right? Technically, Idlewild. But I'm just like, I mean, but didn't Big Boy have some tracks on that too? That was like low key the last like technical Outkast. That was like low key Outkast's last joint project together.
True.
So I would say technically his last solo work would have been that Love Below. So it's like, I'm not mad at him. And they're like, yo, like,
I'm hearing some static in my headphones.
It's probably from this.
Okay, yeah.
But I was like, yeah, that shit don't make no fucking sense. Like for people to be always asking and expecting the same thing from artists, especially when like they haven't their last body of work was like damn near 25 years ago.
But then again, like I said, also
not 25 years ago, but 20 years ago.
Certain artists, they get the pass because for some reason they just know how to pull it off. Andre is one of them people, man. If you haven't been paying attention, the dude's been a weirdo since he came to the game. So this, you shouldn't be like expecting anything but weirdness, and I mean that in respectfully. But it's just like I expect Andre to do some shit like this, and in fact, when you talk about growth, this makes sense. Andre putting out a whole album with like air instruments and flutes and shit. That sounds like some 3-stack shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm with it. I'm with it personally.
I'm accepted.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I'm here for it. Like, go ahead, put it out. I want to hear something from you. He's been one of my favorite artists for a long time.
Like, I feel like this is one of those things where
since like elementary school.
It's just like when Tyler the Creator was talking about how he has a whole Bossa Nova album that he doesn't want to put out till like he's damn near in his 50s, 60s, whatever. This is a Bossa Nova album, bro. Tyler the Creator's fan base. Now, I can't say though. Maybe I'm speaking a little too soon because I do feel like with the artists, like, this brings actually back to my point. Even with like a person like Tyler the Creator, some people have a fan base that understands their artistry. So like back again to the Andre 3000 shit. Andre came into the game as a weirdo and we watched him grow. Tyler the Creator came in as a weirdo and we are watching him grow. Yep. He ain't the same Tyler he was. He still like has that like demeanor as far as like the attitude, but his style and maturity has grown and developed into something completely different from the way he started out. He started out as on some skate rat shit. Right. Now he's on some model shit.
The difference.
Hold on. I'm saying that to say, now all that comes with the whole mold of things from style, fashion, music, all of that. So when he embodies all of that as he's growing, it's not surprising if he puts out a fucking Bossa Nova album. Even if, because I'm saying that because like his core audience started out listening to him putting out rap music. But his same core audience is
Tyler, right?
Yeah,
or Andre.
Tyler. But his same core audience has followed him all the way through and is willing to grow with him and appreciates the shit that he does outside of rap because he's that person. Like, it's just some people can do it. So it's like I say like that Bossa Nova album. It's like, what you saying? What you making that look for?
Then you go. Come on.
Cause like, bruh, I like everything that Tyler's done. Like, he ain't missed to me.
He hasn't. But
and all his and he's like a Kanye in a sense. So it's like if he puts a whole album out that's opera, it's probably gonna still have a Tyler the Creator S to it, and we all still gonna appreciate it because it's Tyler the Creator.
Yeah, but okay. Here's my point. Here's on my way in. I agree with you, but the only thing that I feel like you're failing to kind of take into account is the fact that Tyler consistently puts out bodies of work. Andre 3000 does not consistently put out bodies of work. The last thing we got from him was like that. The one that was it the Mother's Day like EP.
Yeah, but you can't compare that.
Why can't I?
Because Andre's legacy. Not saying Tyler ain't cemented his legacy already, because he kind of has. But Andre's legacy has been cemented, and Andre's career path has been longer than Tyler's.
Yeah,
and his albums
on a solo tip though, he hasn't been consistent in terms of delivering and providing his fan base with new material to engage with, like Tyler the Creator does.
I don't think he's had to.
That's not my point. My point is, people are going to allow Tyler more wiggle room to kind of like, in my opinion, to kind of like test and
I guess
learn.
I kind of see what you're saying though, because he's been more.
He's been consistently trying shit in front of in people's face,
and he's been more visible. Yeah, he's been more visible. I feel that
Andre 3000 is not really all that. He's never really been all that visible outside of like the Outkast days.
But I feel like even in the Outkast days, he was visible enough to where we understood where he was going.
Yeah. But I mean, that was during the days of Outkast. It wasn't just him.
True.
It was him and somebody else.
True.
Tyler's whole career, for the most part, has kind of been on the solo tip.
True.
He was just a part of a collective, almost kind of like on some Wu-Tang shit, where it's like they all together, but they all got their solo shit.
All right. I feel that. I got you.
That's just my point of view.
Nah, I feel you on that, though. I feel you on that. I agree. I mean, shit, at the end of the day, like
I said, I'm here for it, though.
Playing, and, like, the thing is, with Andre 3002, I think a rap album will come one day. It seemed like to me he wants to, but he ain't in the place. But I feel
I don't
like
even think he really cares to rap anymore.
That ain't true. He said he does want to.
I'm saying I don't feel like, I'm not to say that he doesn't totally have like a love or desire to rap anymore. I just don't feel like he cares to like always want to deliver some, like, I don't know. Prime example would be like that Mother's Day project that came out. People were like, "Well, this is Andre 3000." I'm like, I mean, he is an actual musician. He plays instruments and stuff. Like, so why would you expect him to only just hop on it or produce something that would be consistent of him essentially spitting like a hot 16?
Kind of brings it back to what I was saying. Some people are either gonna understand it
or they not.
Or they're not.
And like I said, it also goes back to the point I be making all the time. Gotta let artists kind of grow and evolve and step out of.
But I also said some motherfuckers be stagnant.
That's true.
So yes, it's a slippery slope with that shit. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah. So Andre 3000 got a new project coming out.
Yes, indeed.
Do you know what it's called?
Fuck. I should by now.
Have they like actually announced a date for it? Or is it just one of those?
I think it is actually. It is actually. I think it got a date.
Yeah, bro, project, or bro's thinking about putting the project out, or he's been talking about putting the project out.
No, it ain't. Hold on.
Is he gonna pull a Playboy Cardi? Because people were asking for that whole lot of red from Playboy Cardi forever. It took him like 4 years to give us that, and it shouldn't take Playboy Cardi 4 years to turn out.
Yeah, it's called New Blue Sun.
New Blue Sun.
Yeah.
Does it have a date?
November 17th. Friday.
Oh, this Friday?
Yeah. Oh. Exactly. All right, so let's go on and move on to the next, man. We still got a lot to unpack, bro.
It's on those platforms.
We got a lot to unpack. I keep saying that because it's so much. We're going to move on to the next thing. We on music still, y'all. So new music just dropped. Randomly stumbled upon Robb Bank's project with Tony Shhnow. Tony Shhnow, my bad.
Oh, that project is with Tony Shhnow?
Yeah, bro.
I thought it was just Robb Bank's project. I didn't look at the...
Sometimes I be worried about you.
Bro, I'm sorry.
I'm dead ass. Like, where do you be at, bro? Do you not be actually listening?
Like, I was like, I added it to my iTunes library too, but I didn't look to see who's I just typed in Robb Banks and it popped up. I didn't type in Tony Shhnow.
Yeah, but like you didn't hear Tony Shhnow rapping at all on none of those tracks?
I mean, it could have been a feature.
Okay, but I mean, so he featured on every single song?
I didn't know he was on every single song.
You wasn't listening, man.
I wasn't. You know, I be listening to the beat a lot of time. The first pass through. That's what's gonna
y'all hear this? Like,
I listen to the beats a lot first.
And I smoke more weed than he do.
Hey man, look, I listen to the production a lot first pass through, and then after I listen to the production and figure out which tracks I actually rock with, then I'll listen to those tracks again, and then I'll let the whole project run through.
Well, for those that don't know, Tony Shhnow and Robb Banks dropped the project. Tony Shhnow is from Atlanta. Robb Banks, Florida. As he like to say, Shaggy son.
Shaggy son.
So yeah, they dropped the project, and
you need to make as far as I'm concerned,
I'm not mad at the project, bro. Cause like,
no, it's actually good.
Robb Banks has always been one of those artists that like I ain't never been mad about. I got some joints of his, and it's just like, you know, I play his shit. He's not like super crazy to me, but at the same time, like, he ain't bad. So it's like he got some joints. Tony Shhnow, new artist to me. I slowly been gravitating towards him, and I'm starting to get acquainted with his sound more. Got a few joints that I fuck with from him as well. But they did this project, and I fuck with it because for one, they paying homage. It's a mixtape vibe, for one. Two, they named the project I Can't Feel My Face too. I'll give y'all a fun fact. I Can't Feel My Face 1 and 2 is literally like one of my favorite mixtapes. Juelz Santana and Lil Wayne. Shit's classic. Like that I Can't Feel My Face 2 is like literally one of my favorite mixtapes. So the fact that they even like, you know, had that whole little concept, I Can't Feel My Face too.
That type, the original I Can't Feel My Face came out like what, 06?
Something like that, bro. I can't.
We were in middle school, right?
It's around there. Something like that, bro.
Yeah,
I'm getting older, so it's hard to go back that far.
About to go into like summer of 8th grade, or we were in 8th grade when it came out.
Shit was classic. But anyway, so yeah, they did that little collab, and then they pay homage to like the Evil Empire. They got the Evil Empire to host the shit. So the whole thing just has that old school early or mid 2000s
mixtape vibe.
Yeah, mid 2000s mixtape vibe. And then also some of the production they got on some tracks that we like were some mid 2000s vibes.
Canon.
That Too Fast Too Furious
what was DJ Drama's tag?
I don't know, but you cut me off.
My B.
God damn.
I was gonna drop my mid 2000s drops.
But that fucking because I'm losing train of thought when you fucking saying shit.
Police. Where'd you find that?
Fuck, bro. Fuck you, dude. Making me forget what the fuck I'm talking about, man. It's getting late. Shit. The hell. But I don't smoke a lot. Like, come on, like. Damn. I'm trying to like keep up with the shit.
But yeah, Tony
You're not
Shhnow
gonna remind me what the fuck I was just
Tony
saying.
Shhnow and Robb Banks dropped a mixtape. It reminds you of the 2000 mixtape, the 2000s mixtape vibes.
I was just saying some shit and I can't remember now because you was fucking me up.
Canon.
The point is though, they got a tape out, man. This dude like
that was Canon. What was Drama's tag, bro? I mean, I'm sorry, you made me think about the mixtape, man. I was just like all those iconic drops and tags, man.
What I was trying to say, I remember now. They fucking was paying homage to a few fucking mid 2000 songs. They had that Too Fast Too Furious beat that they did. They also did Devil in the New Dress, I think. What's it called? The Rick Ross and Kanye. Or is it Devil in the Red Dress? I forgot the name. I'm getting so.
In a red dress.
Yeah, Devil in the Red Dress. That beat go hard. They sampled that shit. The dog ass track was fire.
That's not really. That's like more. Devil in the New Dress was off my Twisted.
Yeah, I know.
That's more like 2011.
I know, but I said that second after I mentioned the mid 2000s thing. But yeah, the point is they had some good production on that, man, that I fucked with. How do you feel about the project?
I mean, I don't know any of the songs for real on the joint, but from what I've heard, I like it. Every time you were playing something off it, I was like, yo, what's this? Yo, who's this? What's that? I'm like, yo, just still that Tony Shhnow. That not Tony Shhnow, but Robb Banks. I guess it is technically Tony Shhnow too, but all I know is Tony Shhnow.
Yeah, thank you for butchering my take.
I ain't butcher your take.
You did though, cause I was like, I kind of was on a little thing, and then it's like it fucked up my momentum, and now I'm kind of like, fuck it, I'm off. I don't even care no more. Like
those tags was in my head and they was coming out. Police. Where'd you find that?
If y'all ain't heard it yet, you will be hearing some tracks from this shit on the jam session, but you can check it out. In the meantime, I Can't Feel My Face 2. That's 2 as in TOO. Robb Banks and Tony Shhnow.
Yeah, and if you haven't tapped into the Jam Sesh yet, it's available on Spotify and Apple Music. I was supposed to say Apple Podcasts, but Apple Music. Yeah, so they got that new project out. It's pretty good. If you ain't heard it yet, I suggest you listen to it. So next topic. I don't know if y'all been under a rock or not. I feel like that's my new phrase now. Don't live under a rock. But Lil Yachty has been making news kind of on social from like a. I mean, I guess he's got a whole podcast now. So he's got a bunch of clips circulating from that. But I guess as of late, he's been circulating for his, I guess, stance on the state of music.
Hip hop, not music.
Hip hop. Hip hop specifically, in music, the quality more specifically. He thinks it's not there anymore, and he said there's no reason. He said he's not surprised that. I guess he's kind of not surprised at the fact that like hip hop's kind of taking a hit in terms of popularity. I'll let you weigh in on that.
Me being a hip hop head,
and then I'll run some like Lil Yachty footage in the background.
Me being a hip hop head, I actually am very passionate about this shit. I'm very passionate about the preservation of is it preservation? That's the word, right?
Yeah, preservation.
Preservation of hip hop. So it kind of hurts when everybody, like a lot of people, are saying that the state of hip hop is bad and people are kind of over it. I'm hearing a lot of people just saying a lot of things, and people are kind of like low key kind of giving up. Like there's people that's kind of giving up in a sense. From from all walks of life. Some people are just fed up with the state of inequality, and I feel like in order to change that, like I said a few episodes before, that is an artist and consumer thing. It takes the consumer and an artist to shift this shit and to twist this shit around so where we can actually get back quality music. So what Lil Yachty said was the state of hip hop right now is a lot of imitation. It's a lot of quick, low quality music being put out. It's a lot less risk taking. It's a lot less originality, and people are too safe now. Now, this was something that he had said at a Rolling Stones, some type of Rolling Stones event, and he's with Tierra Whack when he had mentioned this. To me, I think he's 100% right, but I think it's coming from the message coming from the wrong person. The reason why I say that is because.
So you think it's one of those like don't shoot the messenger type of situations?
What you mean don't shoot the messenger? I'm shooting him. Because at the end of the day, the only thing that Lil Yachty is original
Trying
with.
to save you, Yachty.
The only thing that Lil Yachty is original. And by the way, y'all, people know how I feel, man. I'm the type of person, I speak how I feel. I don't sugarcoat shit. I don't give a fuck. And it's my opinion at the end of the day. But I will say this, and a lot of people be knowing me. I speak my opinions, but a lot of times shit I be saying be having some validity to it. If you hear what I'm saying and where I'm coming from, I be having the receipts to back shit up. A lot of times I just go off of what a motherfucker say. So that's my disclaimer before I get, go into what I'm about to say. So the only thing that I can say as far as like what he's contributed as far as originality, I'm not gonna talk image and brand and marketing because he's good with that. He's genius with his brand. Like he knows what he's doing with the marketing and branding. But as far as music wise, his sound as in like vocals, like in cadence and the way he sounds, that's original. I give him props for that. That's original. Would you agree? His sound, as far as how he sounds, is original.
Yes.
Unique, I think is the word to put. Most definitely, 100%. So I'm not gonna take that away from Lil Yachty at all. You definitely have contributed to the sound. But when it comes to substance, that's where I have a problem with him saying things about low quality. My guy, you yourself have literally been in an interview and said you don't do drugs. Yet, all of a sudden in the past few years, you literally talk about RPs, you talk about lean.
He took the walk to Poland.
No, he talks about popping pills too.
He took the walk to Poland.
So the point and you making a joke being funny is another reason why we can't push forward.
All right,
for real, because it gets annoying as fuck. I'm gonna be on hey, look, I hate to be like that, but the only reason why I'm being anal about this shit is because for real, y'all, we can't have serious conversations because people only want to care about the beat or make jokes like that. But you got kids out here really popping pills that don't know nothing about drugs. So we say all that shit.
Okay.
I'm being real. So stop making a joke out of everything. Not
okay.
Everything's a fucking laughing matter for real though.
Okay, all right.
It's like for real. I'm not trying to make it be a dick, but like we do because we're going into this little RT conversation right after this.
You're right.
And so like, are we gonna play jokes about it or are we gonna be serious and be adults?
We're gonna be serious.
You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day,
we can be adults.
Let's be real. You a young black male, right?
Yeah.
Hip hop was created by who?
Young black man.
We need to be helping to preserve the life of who?
Young black.
So why? Okay, so let's quit the bullshit. Let's get serious for a second.
All right.
So when we want to talk about quality of music, I don't want to hear Lil Yachty talk about quality of music when you are still talking about doing drugs just like everybody else. And if you don't do drugs, then don't talk about it, bro. You're a hypocrite. And the thing is, people don't want to speak up and say the truth. I'm gonna say the truth, and you can't get on me because I'm going off what the man said. Go on Google and look up all the shit he said. I'm not making any of this up. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I'm not bashing him for it because, like I said, he right, but it's like coming from the wrong person. It's like, dude, Like you low key be putting out and yeah, you got that little song with J. Cole. Cool, congratulations. I'm not even hating on that. I'm fucking with that actually. But all I'm saying is, if you're going to make a statement like that, be consciously aware of the things you're saying too. Cause substance wise, you made references to popping pills. You made references to drugs. Last time I checked, that's what everybody is talking about in their songs. Am I right or am I right?
You're right.
Okay, so...
But it also goes back to another point that I made. Actually, I want to say when Olivia might have been here, I was like, it's one of those situations where it's like it's also kind of hard to fault the artists for making the music they're making if
it's not.
That's what is going to generate them revenue.
That's not. That is the most dumbest cop-out excuse ever, dude. Lil Yachty was making money. You just heard me say... In an interview, he said that he didn't do drugs. This was
but he's also like,
he's been making money before. He was making money at that time when he said that.
At this point, he's also kind of like,
this man has been in Target.
It kind of makes what I'm about to say even worse because he's a mainstream artist now at this point. So
you know what's crazy? No, I'm about to really fuck you up.
All right.
So you say all that, right? I say all that, right? Now you heard me mention.
I'm only saying, I'm like more context. I'm only saying that as a person that used to work in marketing. But person that has to that understands that you got to curate a specific image or play in the trends to actually be relevant and stay relevant.
What happened to fucking Burberry Perry, man? Because that one,
I don't know.
Anyway,
what I was saying is I understand how somebody who is an artist at that level could easily fall into that trap because it's like. I gotta remain relevant. I gotta find a way to make money. Yes, that's bro. That's
I'm gonna tell you why.
The only reason in my mind it can make sense for them to continue to.
I'm gonna tell you why.
Placate into that shit.
I'm gonna tell you why.
All right.
I excluded. I mentioned the shit with him and his sound. You heard me earlier say I'm not mentioning anything about his brand and marketing. This man is beast with his brand and marketing. His team is amazing. This man is getting mad checks outside of rap. So I don't want to hear anything about he ain't eating good.
We're not talking, but I'm talking about from a music standpoint. He wants his music to sell. His other shit's gonna sell.
Bro,
he's personable.
He just put a whole experimental album out. He has a fan base enough to where he can do his own thing and not make music about doing drugs. That's an excuse, man. I don't want to hear that shit. It's an excuse.
But are you understanding the point? Are you understanding the point that I'm making? Though?
No, I don't buy into that. That is bullshit to me. Any artist that gotta compromise themselves for the money, bro, you're not a real artist if that's at that point. And now I'm gonna just keep it a buck. I don't care who you are. If you have to compromise your artistry for the money, then you don't really care about your art and you don't really care about being an artist.
Some of them don't give a fuck about it. Some of them are literally only here for money.
Okay, so then if that was, and I'm not saying Lil Yachty is, but if you're defending him in that,
he could be.
But if you're defending him in that point, like you're saying, then he can't make that statement like I'm saying. Bringing my point, coming from the wrong person, message coming from the wrong person. If that's based off what you're saying. So
I never said the message wasn't coming from the wrong person.
So I'm just saying. I'm not saying he because I feel like I don't agree with that though. I do know that Lil Yachty cares about the music. I do believe that. I think that Lil Yachty is a musician and he's definitely has artistry. I'm not gonna sit there and take away from him. All I'm saying is substance wise, bro. You can't sit there and tell me the quality is low.
But every artist out there don't. So
no, now every artist doesn't. But you're speaking on we're strictly talking about the artist that has it and is choosing not to for the money. It's different between a motherfucker that never had the talent. I don't expect the motherfucker to go too far with this substance. But a person that already is on, that has been doing it, and then deciding, well, let me compromise a little bit because I need to stay relevant.
Why do you think Drake's album ain't do so hot? He was compromising to stay relevant.
Yeah, but he didn't have to do that.
Exactly. He didn't have to. He fell into the trap.
Yeah, he fell into the trap. I agree. I do agree.
That's the entire point I'm making.
But no, that's not the point you're making.
To remain relevant and stay on trend.
That's not the point you're making.
What's the point I'm making?
Because you said it. You said it to still make money. Drake don't need that shit. Drake don't need the money.
If you put an album out,
Drake don't need the money.
I'm making money. If I'm putting a body of work out, my intent is to make money off of it, whether that be from a tour standpoint.
Literally doesn't have to worry about putting out
generating revenue off his streams.
We all know that with the way Drake's been moving, he moves how he wants. He can do whatever he wants with an album, and he doesn't even have to sell, and he's gonna be good. He can put a bad album out and still gonna go.
My point. The point is, if you're gonna put out a body of work as an artist, usually your end goal is to generate some type of revenue off of it.
But you're talking about somebody at his stature. It doesn't go like that with him. I'm sure he doesn't. He's at a place where he could just put music out for fun. He don't give a fuck, bro.
He can.
So that when he's not in the same you can't put him in the same category.
But I'm talking about mainstream art, just mainstream artists as a whole. People that are at that tier where it's like, damn, like I also got this label behind me. The label's got to make money off of this shit. I need to play into the shit that I know is going to guarantee me these sales. If that means I got to talk about this bullshit, I'm talking about this bullshit real quick.
It's
and then when I have time to revert back to the type of music that I really want to make, I'm gonna make the type of music that I really want to make.
It's a case by case situation. I think depending on the artist or who it is, they don't have artistry. Like I said, a person like Drake, I can't, like, if Drake decides he wants to put out a fucking reggae album, dude, like, he's the type of person he can do that regardless. It's Drake. But certain motherfuckers, man, like, no, like, you can't do that. What?
I'm just trying to understand your point. So you said because Drake is Drake, he can do it?
I'm saying certain artists at the end of the day, man, are at a point where, like, the money doesn't matter. So, like, he can literally do what he wants and it doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? Like, it really doesn't matter. He can literally do what he wants for fun, for the sake of him, and it's not gonna affect his pockets at all. So him choosing to put out an album that relates to the young cats and taking a risk to do that doesn't really affect him too much because it's Drake. Yes, he might get some bad reviews or whatever, but at the end of the day, it's Drake, and it's not gonna affect him that way compared to another person.
Yeah, no, but my original point was that if you, as an artist who also makes money off of music, want to remain relevant in the music lane, I could see how you could fall into the trap of trying to produce musical content that is on trend currently. Whether that be TikTok-esque content, bullshit-ass content where you're talking about drugs and violence and sex. Like, I get how it could happen.
We're going to actually go ahead and move this into the next topic, too, since we're already on it. We're going to go right into the Lil RT after this. But, yeah, so to wrap this up, I respect what he's saying, but I don't respect what he's saying. And, yeah, and how do you feel about that? Am I tripping?
I mean,
am I being too hard on him, or am I making sense?
I mean, you're making sense, but at the same time, like, I feel like, you know,
it's nothing you can really say. If you're literally,
it's tough. I even think of the peers, the peers that people like, kind of like,
if you
put him up against something like that, and they kind of making, I don't know, man. Like,
if you're gonna say that the quality of music is low, then stop making songs about everything else that everybody else is talking about. Like, it's just as simple as that, man.
That's a fair ask. I'm not mad at that ask.
Like, yo, I don't want to hear any. If that's the case, don't make another song about lean. Don't mention nothing about a bitch. Don't mention anything about your watch. Don't mention anything about popping perks. Let's hear you get original, and this ain't directly.
But he likes clothes and stuff like that, so he gonna mention watches. This ain't directed
towards Lil Yachty. 100%. This is just in general. Because, like I said, Lil Yachty just put out an experimental album. Lil Yachty is an artist. So I'm not, like, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying based off what he said. So in general, if you're going to make a statement like that, like, do something different. You know what I'm saying? Substance-wise, I don't want to hear that shit. And that brings us into the next fucking topic, which is even more cringe. Because the shit that Lil Yachty said wasn't cringe at all. But this shit is actually, like, and I'm going to let you go first since you just watched it. I want to hear your take 100% how you feel.
All right. Oh, God.
Because it's like, your ass was just all giggly and laughing.
Who? Yeah, over the Lil Yachty shit. I know. Because I cracked a little walking Poland joke. I want to hear you. And he went aggro on me. I was like, God damn. Actually, okay, Dad.
I want to hear a mature response from you and see how you feel. Because I never really hear a mature response from Ern on topics that doesn't matter.
I mean, I'm a jokester in general. So when mature topics come out, I'm usually
I know this motherfucker annoying, man. I'm like, yo, can you please? I be saying serious ass shit and he be laughing. I'm like, bro, I'm dead ass. And you know how I get.
I know. Shit. God, this shit, I don't know, man. This is tough to watch. Because, like, I was telling you earlier, I feel like usually in videos, like, that are kind of this nature, it's usually the other way around, where it's like the adults are the ones rapping and flashing money and guns and talking about sex and women and doing hood rat shit with their friends. But in this case, it's the other way around. The kid is the one rapping about it, and the adults are in the background, kind of just like cheering it on. I don't know. This is a weird situation. This is weird to watch, and I don't know.
You should feel uncomfortable
when you hear the music behind it too. It's like, dog, you're not even 10. Like, you shouldn't be talking about any of this stuff.
And then what's even foul is they gonna call me a hater. They gonna say
and it's odd because
like
the production quality of this is like really really good too. Which is why I'm like, why can't y'all? I don't know. Why can't y'all give him the camera, let him shoot the shit?
Not even not even that. Not even that.
Instead of having him be in front of the camera, like
no, he can be in front of the camera. Let that little boy shine.
But not this way though.
Exactly.
In my opinion, like
exactly. Let the little boy shine.
It's kind of cringe.
There's so many things, and this is the reason why I got on your ass just a second ago. Because the thing is, y'all, I'm all about entertainment, man. We just talked about this shit in a few episodes ago. I love my turned up ratchet shit. I listen to street shit. I'm not gonna sit and act like I don't. I love that shit. We all do. But we have to have a balance and also understand. Lil Yachty just said the state of hip hop is bad right now. This little boy is 9 years old and is literally like, I mean, pretty much everything that I like am afraid of. This is happening in reality. Like, it's getting younger and younger.
It feels like a Boondocks episode.
You know what I'm saying? And it's so fucked up because us as society is so lost that people will literally bash people for trying to lead this little boy in the right direction. Like, I'll be reading the comments and people literally be like, legit, like, getting on people's head for trying to call out the fuckery.
This is the first time. This is the first time I was ever on Candace Owens.
Motherfuckers talking about some
side when she was talking about some black lady
talking about some, he getting
one of the few
money.
Times anyway.
He getting money. Like, first off, y'all, if money is the only thing that matters, and don't get me wrong, because money, we in a place right now where money does matter. But if
it's part of the reason why I was saying what I was saying earlier.
But at the same time, we have to understand where we are in life, bro. I'm a young black male, dude. My mother told me as a young black male when I didn't even understand this shit. She told
twice as hard for you than anybody else.
She told me it was gonna be harder for me, man. I thought that shit was being negative, yo. Like, I really didn't understand that shit. Being told that and having certain things instilled in me. I'm 30 years old and I'm alive, man. And I ain't never, I got a good head on my shoulders, And luckily, I didn't necessarily grow up in the hood. I didn't grow up in the streets. No, I didn't. But I always knew my self-worth. And I feel like that's the thing we should know regardless of where we at. And it does take a village to raise. It's the truth. Like, that's a true statement. It takes a village for real. Like, it's different from the way we came up. Our parents, that whole raise a village thing made more sense when they were kids because it really was like that.
Hell no, not even that. I mean, shit, when we were growing up, I feel like...
but it was even more solid.
Nah, because I even think of situations in my neighborhood, like, where it's like, yo, like, don't do no dumb shit, even if your parents ain't even around, because, like, the people in the neighborhood know you. They know who your parents are. They know your parents don't play that shit.
Right. So, but I'm saying, like, before us, it was even more tight-knit when they were kids.
I guess you got a point, because people could actually... whoop your ass.
Right. So nowadays you
can't whoop somebody else's kid ass.
You got kids having kids.
It's not happening.
You got kids having kids.
What is this?
See, yeah, we can stop this. You got kids having kids, and it's getting younger and younger. So with that being said, you got kids that are like raising kids, man. So the expectations are lowered because they're not actually adults. You feel what I'm saying? I feel like that's a problem. But also, again, just like understanding your power as a black person, especially as a young black male, we gotta really like preserve our kids, man, and like the youth. And just knowing where things are going, it's scary, bro. Like, I don't want to say names and get personal on, like...
You don't gotta say no names.
I don't want to get personal things, but there's people that I know personally that are influenced right now by the wrong thing. People that are young, getting caught up thinking that they are gangbangers, want to sell drugs, And these are people that I know that literally don't live that life at all. But they're influenced by the wrong things. And I'm speaking of personal people that I know. But I'm saying
I know who you're talking about.
But there's people that are using now, they want to get into rap. It's just like, it's almost like, how can I say this? How we was just talking about that Ja Morant thing with how like the chain and all that, it all kind of, it literally does kind of coexist. And people don't understand that shit. Like, so when I bring up people like, let's say you're a young kid, right?
That's why I was like, when they gave him that, I found out they gave him that chain, I was like, they really gave this man a chain.
You a young black kid, right? And you might grow up in the projects. Let's say hypothetically grow up in the projects, right? Everything around you is street for the most part. All right. Social media is already pushing that, like, you know, a 9-to-5 is bullshit. Getting money is the move. They don't necessarily show you what they're doing, but pretty much everybody on social media is looking like something. And if they rapping 9 times out of 10, they looking like they trapping, or they're glorifying something that's related to something street, even if they're not doing it. It's just what it is. So you got kids that are inevitably thinking that they gotta portray an image just to even fucking be a rapper. It's already bad enough that they gotta feel like they gotta portray an image to fit in society. Now they decide, okay, I want to be a rapper, but it's like rap was never even built off this shit though.
I'm saying you're making my point from the last topic of discussion, where it's like they feel like they have to placate into these specific spaces.
But we're not talking about
pop or be relevant.
You're using that as for everybody. I'm not. You can't jump around. I'm talking about somebody that's not even on yet. I'm talking about a regular. No,
they're trying to create a persona.
That's not the same as a motherfucker. No, it's not, dude.
Because the person who's already on is trying to maintain that persona.
But they have way more. They're in a better position to leverage that without actually going that route versus somebody who doesn't have that. So I'm not comparing those two. It's not the same. It's not. Somebody that already is on and successful and is getting money, they have way more leverage to move around. They don't necessarily have to go that route.
Yes, they do have way more leverage to get around and maneuver, but who's to say that they didn't take that route to get to where they were?
What, compromising?
Yeah, compromising and talking about some shit that acting and putting on the facade in the front, portraying to be themselves as something that they're not.
I'm talking about
all the time.
You're talking about people that started out that way. I'm talking about
in general. I'm talking about people who started out that way, maintained that image, and became successful off that image.
Well, I mean, at the end of the day,
that shit happens.
There's a lot to unpack on this. Honestly, I'm trying to unpack it without getting deep into it. But really and truly, they're fucking this kid's kid's life up. And the only way I feel like they're not is if this kid legit is using this as an image 100%, and he doesn't do like he's not around it. He don't like. The only way I could see this working is if he basically lives in the suburbs and doesn't live in the hood at all, and it's just literally an act. If that's not the case, they're setting that kid up for failure.
So I don't think that's. Wait, hold on, wait. So you said you think that is happening? You don't think that's happening?
I don't think that's happening. I'm pretty sure he's in the hood probably.
Oh yeah.
That's like so. If that's the case, they're setting that kid up for failure because you're not instilling anything in him that is actually uplifting to him or the youth. You literally are, and this is the thing that gets me about society. I'm calling everybody out. Anybody who thinks this shit is cool, y'all pieces of shit, man. I'm gonna be honest. And you can say whatever you want. He getting money, you put money in his pocket. Bro, think about what message you're pushing to the youth. Literally, bro. Like, it's you're completely, like, you're crazy. Like, and on top of that, we got kids literally dying. This kid was talking about gunplay in his song, bro. He might not have ever even shot a gun in his life.
The next video after, there was a kid actually holding a gun.
Now, I don't know this kid. It'd be one thing if he really is in the streets and he messed with a gun. I can't speak on that if that's the case. If he already done crossed that dark side, then it's different. And I'm not justifying it, but if you have crossed that side, even as a youth, I can't speak on your life experiences. That's not my place to do so. But if you have not lived that life, there should be no reason why we're entertaining that shit. And then the other thing that gets me, as soon as something happens to that kid, everybody gonna want to be like, rest in peace, rest in peace. And that's that stupid ass ignorant shit, because you could have saved his life. Y'all only want to fucking do rest in peace when he's gone, but you didn't say nothing when you bumping the beat and listen to the song. So keep that same fucking energy, yo. Because at the end of the day, words got power. So like, I gotta get amped up on people because we gotta do better, man, or else we gonna get more of this, and we ain't gonna do nothing but get the vicious cycle. More kids dying, more kids getting into the wrong shit. And my last thing, why is it that as a young black male, this has to be the only thing? We are not just rappers and fucking football players and basketball players. There's more to black people, bro. Believe it or not, black people have invented so many great things, yo. Like literally, like this is not what we represent. It really isn't. And that's what I think a lot of people are mad about with hip hop, because hip hop was never, that's not what represents us. And the way shit is being pushed is tainting hip hop to the point people don't even want to deal with this shit no more. Like people are literally saying, I don't even want to listen to rap no more. And it's like, well, wait, there's great rap out here.
I think of a lot of the places out here in Portland, even from like a venue standpoint, they don't necessarily want people playing rap like that in their bars and stuff like that. Because I mean, they think it's going to attract a certain crowd or demographic.
So it's just like we gotta shift this shit, and I'm passionate about it because at the end of the day,
getting on my nerves, I can't play the shit I want to play.
That's not true because we still be turning up.
Well, no, but I'm just saying though, in general, like in the broad landscape of the places that seem to exist, you can't really always play the shit you want.
I mean, yeah, true. That is true.
We're gonna be like, yo, what is this?
We still be turning up though.
Like that damn Franchise Boy song we've been bumping this week.
Yeah,
we can't play that right now.
Yeah, but that's for a different reason.
But I'm saying like,
but yeah, no, like, and I don't want to get serious. We're gonna move on, but I just wanted to say that like, it's so much more to us, y'all. And when we do things like this, I just want people to know that like, when you do things like this and you glorify it, you're literally just perpetuating stereotype. And I want you to correct me if I'm wrong.
No, you're not wrong.
Because at the end of the day, like, it's entertainment, but at the same time, some of this shit is reality. Like, if the kid is literally in the hood and that's his reality, we're not helping him grow. And there's so many things in the world that he could talk about. Literally, like, why is the first thing that he has to talk about related that he started off talking about getting head?
Or they could literally put the camera in his hand and teach him how to become a photographer or videographer.
That's true. But he clearly has talent. He can flow. So,
but he could also be one of those situations where he didn't write the shit.
And that's what I was about to say. I would keep saying I want to be done, but that's another thing too. And
that was another thing I was saying about, like, I guess it kind of goes back to the point. It was like, yo, like, bro, some of these artists that are popping don't even be writing their own shit.
Damned if you, that's still no excuse. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. Because
they're essentially puppets.
If he didn't write this shit, that's fucked up. And if he did, it's fucked up. So it's either way, it's fucked up. There's no justification. But if an adult wrote that, you are literally a piece of shit. And I don't want to use the hate word. I'm trying not to, but
don't say it.
I'm not. But it just pisses me off because it's like to if you wrote that and gave that to a kid, it shows me that you genuinely don't care about the preservation of a black man. And that's just my opinion. But if you genuinely care and got a sense in your head, you wouldn't write that and give it to a young kid like that and really think that's cool. You're lost. I don't give a fuck what you say. You're fucking lost and you're a part of the problem. So y'all can call me a hater, call me whatever the fuck you want. I'm gonna say suck my dick on that note. But other than that, hey man, let that kid shine. I hope he finds a positive light and I hope that nothing happens to him for real. Because like going that route, unless you're like I said in the suburbs.
Like, where is he gonna perform this shit at?
Oh, that ain't gonna be a problem. He's gonna be able to perform. I don't know why you think that's an issue.
Where is he gonna be able to perform this at?
What you mean?
Where is he gonna be able to perform at? They're gonna have him. I mean, if he's performing, the only place he could really perform this shit at would be like a actual club or venue that caters to like the 21 and up crowd. Damn near.
Okay. You act like people ain't been in a club. Bow Wow was in, but But
Bow Wow wasn't making that type of music.
No, but I'm making a point that if you have adult supervision, you can get access to those things if you're just there to get paid for a performance. That's not a.
I'm just thinking of the types of environments he's going to be constantly going into.
Well, I mean, and that brings me to another point too. You want to put him in an adult. You want him talking about adult things. He's inevitably going to be moving fast. He's a 9-year-old doing things that an average 9-year-old probably isn't doing. So he's gonna live a fast life inevitably. And then if he's gonna be a rapper in the entertainment industry, he's gonna live a fast life inevitably. So that still brings me back to my point. You're not setting that kid up for failure. I mean, you're not setting up for success. You're not setting that kid up for success. My bad. You're setting him up for failure. Yeah, you're setting him up for failure. Because at the end of the day, like, he needs somebody that really cares about his well-being. And I don't think people, you can say what you want, but motherfuckers don't care about his well-being. Because if that was my brother, if that was somebody that was later than me, bro, I swear to God, I would not have him. He would not, he'll get an ass whooping before he get on camera talking like that.
Yeah, no, that ain't cool.
You know what I'm saying? So
I'm telling on you when we get back to the crib.
Yeah, man.
Telling your mom, your dad, grandma.
I hate that shit though, cause it's like
grandma gonna hurt the worst.
We gotta do better, man. We really gotta do better.
Yeah. So, dang. Back to, I guess, more, I don't know, kind of unpleasant news tied to hip hop.
I don't know if this unpleasant. It might just be all.
It could be a joke. At the same time, allegedly Druski got his chain snatched by Birdman and crew.
You got footage?
What you think about this?
I don't really know what to think other than I think that it is it's weird because I'm only going off of things that I have picked up personally off of just, I guess you can call it investigating, not really though. But Wack 100 was talking about, I don't know if you saw or heard the clips, but Wack 100 was talking about how he don't like how Druski is playing. And Birdman was like, he just a comedian, right? He's like, cool, be easy on Druski. He just a jokester. This came out of Birdman's mouth. I'm saying all that to say that Birdman acknowledges that Druski is a jokester. So yeah. I believe that Birdman knows that Druski would just be playing around and he don't be tripping. Because the way he was saying it was like, I'm cool with Druski. Like he cool. Don't even trip. I'm saying all that to say that he said that clearly. So,
but just because he said that don't mean that he really feel that way.
Nah, he was talking to Wack 100. And if you
that's
what I'm saying.
Okay.
Wack 100 was saying how he don't like how bro was playing with Birdman's name, and Birdman was saying,
like, "Man, don't even worry about it."
He was like Birdman. He like Druski cool. He was like, he a comedian. He just be joking. He just be jokes. So if Birdman is saying this verbally to Wack, which is, we know they have a business relationship there. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It's not just anybody. So I'll have to believe that Birdman knows this. And on top of that, Birdman got too much money to be sending goons on camera.
Yeah, worried about Druski.
Well, not even that, but like the shit was on camera.
Yeah.
So this is where it gets tricky, because Birdman also don't play like that.
Right.
So it's like weird, because it's like he got too much money to get on camera and rob somebody, but also he got
enough.
Play like
he
that.
got enough power to make something happen.
Not even that, but he don't even play like that. Like that. Don't play like that. Birdman ain't never been a type
to be on some like social media joke type situation. So it's like,
but I will say this: if Druski was somehow able to do a business thing with Birdman and get this off, hey, that's just fire. Kudos. Because like, it's funny if it is like, I don't necessarily think it's true though. Honestly, it's a little too weird to me because Birdman's too smart of a person to just do some shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's just calculated.
I don't know. Anyway, here's the Breakfast Club talking about Druski getting his chain took.
Now, the 2024 Grammys will take place Sunday, February 4th at the
Coco thought he was gone
in Los Angeles.
I don't know what they're doing with this man.
Grammy Awards.
He's still here.
Here's some of the nominations. Ice Spice has been nominated.
Ice Spice nominated for a Grammy? Hold up.
Best New Artist, Best Rap Song, Best Song Written, and Best Pop Duo Group Performance. All right, now also
she
nominated is her song with Nicki Minaj and her song.
All right, well,
saying the state of hip hop is dying.
Sorry. Yep.
Damn.
Mm-hmm. So Ice Spice, Victoria Monet.
We might have to fast forward through some of this.
Yeah.
Well.
Yeah, that's it right there. And he just runs.
Yeah, somebody just sprint down the hallway.
Remember a while back?
Yeah, they were saying they didn't know he ran so fast.
Druski was, trying to, replicate the Cash Money record logo. You know what I'm saying? So he had it out with that.
You know what's funny though? That I thought it was kind of funny that it was like an epiphany.
What?
I didn't really realize that the could have been symbol looks like a cent sign. So it's kind of like a disrespect because it's like I didn't really pick up
the whole thing.
I didn't pick up on the scent sign thing. I'm like, this shit like the scent sign. He just being funny. That was funny.
The whole joint is like legit jokes. And if you've seen any of it, could have been like live streams on social, they are hilarious.
Fuck.
Oh my god,
That should be hilarious. He be calling motherfuckers fuck, and they don't even be batting the eye.
Yeah, so Druski got the could have been changed, snatched. Could have been. Could have been.
Let's hold on. I gotta listen to this because he Bun
The Bun B's
yeah.
All right,
Real quick.
Chigs is in here recording. Yeah, no Chig Smooth in here, right? So whatever you say,
you know Chig gonna have everything up there.
whatever you say, Chig's gonna be on YouTube with it, man.
Druski, you owe Bun B your life. Now, after getting his chain snatched and getting clowned on the internet, Druski posted yesterday that he was on his way to Birdman to get his chain back. Birdman dropped a video of his goon snatching Druski's chain, and you can see Druski making the run for it, but not so fast.
That picture crazy, man.
He wasn't running out of fear. He was running to get his thing from the trunk. He said, TMZ ain't gonna show what happened before that though. Hashtag handled mines. Then he said, I was running to the trunk. But we finally have an OG in the game that's willing to step in and help out Druski. A lot of people in the rap game are not willing to stand up to Birdman. People are scared. They don't want to be blackballed. But Bun B took a little time from
heard those burgers were good.
to address another type of beef. This one with Druski and Birdman. He told him, yo, try to tell you Druski, but you can hit me up to get your chain back, bruh. Now, if I'm Druski, I'm taking Bun B up on his offer. I'm gonna take a couple shifts.
What Bun B try to tell him, Druski?
If you ask me, this is really the only way Druski can get his chain back. And no, this is not.
I thought he just said that he was going back to get his chain.
Chicks, come on, bro. This gotta be staged. I personally don't think so. Druski has not been seen wearing that chain since it got snatched. When have you guys ever seen Druski online willing to embarrass himself for a joke? And why would the big OG Bun B get involved? Druski, it's time to call the OG Bun B, get your chain back, and end this beef with Birdman ASAP. So what you guys think about this, man? Push comments below. Subscribe to my channel, like this video.
It's just weird because it's like I do think that if Birdman legit did it, like for some street shit, I think it is kind of whack. I think he should spare Druski. Like Druski just being funny.
Tried to run up on Charlamagne some years ago.
That's different though.
No, it ain't.
Yes, it is because Druski, like Birdman said, is a comedian.
I mean,
Charlamagne is not.
A comedian.
No, he's not. He's a radio personality, bro.
I know, but some people be like, he's trying to act like a comedian.
Trying to act is two different things.
Hey, man.
So, it's funny, but not funny. It is funny because it's just funny, but I don't know. I don't know what to believe. It's very hard. It's weird. I don't know. Birdman is 50-50 because he don't normally play like this. So, I can't even see him doing this on some clout shit.
Right. Those also were like hotel surveillance cameras.
There wasn't hotels, bro. There wasn't no hotel, dude.
Well,
I can tell you don't be paying attention.
It was like venue surveillance cameras.
You don't be paying attention.
I don't know where they were, bro. It was like venue surveillance
There was records on the wall, so it's probably a studio.
Oh, a studio? Well, either way, they had surveillance cameras in there.
I know, but it's like you didn't actually pay attention to it was records on the walls. Talking about a hotel room.
Bro, I didn't know. I wasn't paying attention to all the scenery. I was just looking at the altercation going on.
But yeah, no, they was in some type of something that had
some type of studio.
They was somewhere that was music related because they had records on the wall.
I didn't peep that.
Yeah,
I didn't peep that even when I initially saw the clip on social.
Yeah, so we don't know, man. Shit. I wonder what Birdman. Bun B told him though. He said, "I tried to tell you." It was funny though, cause even Drake had fucking. I thought people were trolling though, cause Drake even said, "Stop playing." Type shit, like you better stop playing type shit. But I thought he was just like trolling, like being funny. Like
people don't play about their legacies and the shit that they've built. You'll be trying to make a mockery of my name and the. But I don't think he's trying to make.
I don't think he really think about Birdman when he's did that shit though.
Bro, of course not. But I'm just saying, he's obviously trying to be funny, but certain people don't play about their image.
But you know what's funny? You know what's ironic about all this? Birdman's making himself. Nobody was thinking about Birdman. Honestly,
like I said, the same thing happened with the Charlamagne situation, where it's like, yo, like, bro, why you running up on the radio personality?
But like nobody was honestly like,
relax.
Nobody was comparing Birdman. Like the logo looks similar, but nobody's thinking about Birdman though.
Nah, bro, everybody was thinking about Cash Money.
I wasn't. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm not gonna lie. Like,
So you must not have seen any of his original like IG lives then.
I have.
So, bro, the entire logo looked like the Cash Money shit.
Bro, you don't be listening. I just said the logo looked like it.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, just the logo. But
and he was talking about giving people terrible deals and stuff like that, which is what they say Birdman is known for doing. So,
all right, I can't argue that. I can't argue that. That's funny though. You can't. You mean, bro? You can't. So you mad?
The whole motto back in the day was like, "What? Cash money where dreams come true." The whole slogan.
Oh shit!
Like,
all right.
Well, that's what Wayne used to say all the time in the joint. Cash money records where dreams come true.
Okay, I can't argue it no more. You got me. All right.
Yeah, like he got it. Him and Diddy, I feel like are two of the producers that are and label execs that are known for not giving people the best contracts.
Well,
360 deal.
So next topic. Shit came out of nowhere, man. Kim Kardashian made it on the GQ cover, but not just any GQ cover. It's the Men of the Year cover. And I'm gonna let you go first.
So I just like the picture.
You said you like? so look. Okay,
you can see them like pop up on the screen.
Time out. So it's funny you said you like the picture. So let me get into, because I said I was gonna let you go first, but when you said that, now I kind of want to go because it kind of your reaction reiterates how I feel.
I just think it's funny.
I don't know what the fuck they was thinking, but it works.
I don't know.
Cause bro, I don't know why you're putting a woman on the front of the GQ cover, and dude, I'm also y'all. You talking to somebody who I don't give a fuck about Kim K. Like, I don't pay attention to her. She is not somebody on my radar. I'm not gonna lie. The photo shoot was hard body. And she was looking good. I ain't mad at it. The shots look good.
She ain't never really not look good.
No, but I'm not gonna hold you. That cover made me look at her in a different light. I don't know what it was. I need to look up the photographer. Shout out to the photographer. I ain't mad at it. I'm not mad at it, bro. And I kind of like the shots, like the Cheeto bag, the vibe with the Cheeto bag, and I don't know, it's just a vibe. Like,
she on some 80s.
It's just a vibe, bro.
Power suit kind of shit.
She was looking good. Images. I can't even hate. I can't hate. I don't know why the fuck she's on the cover, but I'm not mad.
I wonder if it has anything to do with the feminist movement going on right now.
I think that's whack for GQ to do if that's the case.
I mean, it could be.
But it's a man's magazine.
So?
And it's the Man of the Year.
And?
So that's completely makes no sense. You ain't gonna see no Female of the Year issue with a man on it.
Technically, it kind of happened already.
What?
Woman of the Year?
I said
Caitlyn Jenner.
No, man, that doesn't count. I'm talking about
people were mad about it. Women were mad. Women were mad about that.
They was presenting as a woman. I'm talking about a legit man.
Women were mad about that.
I feel you, but I'm saying you're not gonna get a man.
I don't think men are gonna care about this.
I'm saying though, but you're not gonna get a man on the cover of a Female of the Year. Caitlyn Jenner was what's her name? Bruce Jenner, whatever.
Okay, it's Caitlyn.
Yeah, Caitlyn Jenner. Was trying to be a woman. That's different. That's not. It's a man. But at the end of the day, I'm saying the look though. It wasn't like he was flexing his muscles and you know what I'm saying. That's not the same. That ain't gonna let that happen.
Because the comedians were even making jokes about that shit. They were so even a woman can't win Woman of the Year.
I mean, shit.
It's damn, bro.
I do think that shit was weird. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think they'll ever let that happen.
Again?
No, I'm not.
Or in general?
No. In that form, maybe. But I'm saying they ain't never gonna just let a masculine man be on the cover. That's what I'm trying to say, bro. So you bringing up Caitlyn Jenner is not the same because Caitlyn Jenner was trying to present as a woman. I'm talking about a masculine man on the cover of a Woman's of the Year issue. You ain't never gonna see that, dog. You're never gonna see that. Not happening. Correct me if I'm wrong. So yeah, but
Well, she got in her story. This came out today. This post came out to us 2 days ago.
that cover's fire, man. I ain't got nothing else to say. And Cheetos just got a bag for no reason.
Right. I was about to say the same thing. I was like, Frito-Lay just got... Cheeto sales probably just went up.
Like, what? How you feel? What you got to say?
Specifically on the puffs.
What you got to say about the shit?
I mean... There's some nice pictures.
I can't hate.
She looks nice as per usual. I mean... Kind of hard to go wrong taking pictures of Kim K.
I'm not like whoever the idea this was. They stirred some shit up. It's dope. That photo look like it's from the 90s.
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like some like late 80s, early 90s, like especially when she's wearing the suits. Like look at the shoulder pads and stuff in the suit. It's like some like 80s, 90s like power suit type situation. She got Coke in here. Yeah, all these brand placements in here. Coke. What is this? Skittles, it looks like, or M&M's. Cheetos. Yeah. It's cool.
How do you feel about that being on the cover of the Man of the Year, though?
I don't care.
You don't care?
I don't really care about none of that shit.
I feel you. It's a politically correct thing to me, but I ain't mad at it if it's her. I don't. It's whatever. Like shit. The thing is, if you execute it right, I don't think people will complain. If you execute it wrong, we gonna bitch.
Yeah.
So they executed it right. I ain't mad. It made me see her in a different light because I really don't care much for Kim K. Like I never was like she's not ugly, but it's like I don't.
She's definitely not.
She just I never really like gravitated towards her. But seeing her in those photo shoots, I was like, okay, all right,
yeah, Kim K.
So yeah, let's on to the next topic. Where we at? Where we at right now?
About an hour and a half right now.
Hour and a half. I think we need to. Damn, I still want to talk about this, but I feel like we need to skip it, bro.
What? Which one?
This one right here, and save it to the next one.
We can save that one.
And go to this right here.
Yeah, we can do that one. That's an easy one to get off real quick.
Yeah.
So I guess following up on.
Sorry, y'all. This has been a crazy episode because there's a lot to unpack.
I'll talk about. We also been gone for a minute. But the here we go. I'm glad I found this real quick in my DMs. I was about to have to search his name.
Told you I got you.
But yeah. So I don't know if you've been following the sneaker space or into sneakers or into the collaboration space as it relates to sneakers. But Amine, Portland-based rapper, Portland-based at this point, lives in LA at this point, but
and Portland-based,
yeah, Portland, LA rapper, West Coast rapper. Been doing collaborations with New Balance. These are the three newest. I guess this is the newest model. Comes in 3 different colorways. It's called the Mini Mooz 610S by Amine.
And it's limited to like 500 something pairs.
It's limited to 503 pairs.
I don't know why the odd number.
Nah, bro. I think Portland 503.
Oh, I'm slow as fuck. Holy shit. Damn. Oh shit.
It's limited to 500. Limited to 503 pairs. I don't know if it's 500. I don't know if it's 503 pairs per color or 503 pairs total. But I don't know which color you rocking with the most out of this. They're also more of like a slip-on, like mule kind of clog situation.
I like all the colors, but I'm not. The style of the shoe is not me. But I like all colors. I'm not mad at either one.
So they're only available in New York and.
Why the fuck are they not available?
Okay, no,
in
they're
Portland?
available in Portland, November 10th.
Okay, I'm about to say it.
New York City, November 12th, and then online. Oh, so green is Portland. NYC is yellow, and then online is brown.
How do you get them in Portland? Where are they gonna be at in Portland?
It's probably in this flyer somewhere. Let's see. Portland. Oh, Keys Loaded Kitchen.
Wow, that's dope.
Yeah, so if you're in Portland and you want a pair on the 10th from 4 to 7, go to Keys Loaded Kitchen. They only got 100 pairs. Oh, wow. They got 100 pairs. Most of the pairs are on. Okay. The green and the yellow are the limited ones. So, yellow, the 12th, from 12 to 3.
Shout out to Keys Loaded Kitchen. He keeping shit local.
Morgenstern's Bananas, Rivington Street. So, basically, Soho. Go to Soho. And then online on the 15th. I'm not really sure what this website is, but clbn.store.
Yeah, that's his shit.
Okay.
His brand.
Oh, Club Banana.
Yeah.
Got you. I was like, what the fuck is CLBN?
It's that CLBN.
But yeah, these are the 3 colorways. Again, I had to pick a pair. I'm probably going.
The brown is cool.
Brown's cool.
Because you can get that shit off like on some everyday fit type shit. Green is only going to be on some occasion shit. So
yellow one might be the.
You really need all 3 pairs.
Yeah. Basically.
Because you can make them shits work.
It's not a terrible shoe.
I'm gonna go with brown though. I feel like if I'm gonna wear it, I have to go brown because I don't like the shape of I'm not a fan of that type of shoe. But the brown, I think I'm gonna go for it.
Well, yeah. If you want them, got a chance to get them online. Best chance is online actually, but even still, it's only 303 pairs online. So
second wave collab he's done so far with New Balances.
Well, how many pairs did the first joint have?
It's just one.
I'm saying, how many pairs did they?
It wasn't an unlimited. It wasn't a limited pair.
Got you. Okay, that was what I was asking. I was like, were they super limited or were they?
I don't think it was limited. It didn't say.
Anyway, these are the shoes. The mini Mooz. Mini Mooz.
Do it.
In the mini Mooz.
Shit.
All right, yeah. So that's the Amine, I guess, segment. But yeah, it's crazy. 500 pairs. I feel like they would have done more than that.
Nah, but it's to pay homage to Portland. I like the 500.
Yeah, but I'm just saying though, like, I guess 3 pairs, 503. But it's just like, I mean, I'm like, man, I could have gave more pairs than that. I think if they would have done maybe even, I don't know. All right, well, we about to hop into this jam session for y'all real quick. So, first track, it's by Premo Rice and Gauxstman. How you spell his name like that? Gauxstman? Gauxst, man. Anyway, it's called Good Game. It's by Premo Rice and it's featuring Gauxstman. This cover is kind of player. It's actually very player.
Go ahead.
I'm assuming you saw the picture already.
Okay.
But for those of y'all out there who have not seen the picture, the album cover, here it goes.
I ain't holding on to it, can't save her. Drip sauce, I got too much flavor. He broke,
sure the volume's up for y'all.
my table. No, real niggas gon' pull me up. I can never let a weak bitch pull me down. Southside, where you know me from. Don't ask no questions, baby, this my style. I run game, I don't play it. Exit 4, that's the section I was made in. When I say the Ford, I ain't talking about babies. With it, bitch,
Hold up.
What? I'm saying.
He said, when I say the Ford, I ain't talking about babies.
Please don't fight.
Okay. Is he from Charlotte?
That's why I'm like, hold up.
Look him up.
And he made another Charlotte reference right after that too.
What's his Instagram
Luigi
name?
Davis. I'm like, yo, wait, what?
What's
like,
his Instagram name? What's his artist name? He's trying to put some this research.
Gauxstman.
How you spell it?
Gauxstman.
Uh-oh. I think he is.
Where you from?
Charlotte motherfuckers is fucking with him. He is from Charlotte.
Where you from?
Bro, literally, mad
side of the city?
He follows all, like, look at the followers. He's people we know. He's from Charlotte. He's got to be from Charlotte. He said from Betty's Ford. What?
He said Betty's. I ain't talking about Ford. I was like, wait a minute. Whoa.
I think he's from Charlotte, dog.
G What else?
Let me find out.
What's his name again?
Mutual. I got Mutual. I know you gonna have Mutual. People from Charlotte fuck with him, so he has to be from Charlotte. Who you know that follow him?
One of my homies from the west side, so maybe from the west side. Hey, this dope.
That's crazy, bro. Just found some Charlotte. That's crazy. He said Southside. So not the West.
Exit 4. Alright, okay.
Okay. Hey, he do the. Okay. That's kind of dope. Coincidental. I knew there was a reason why we connected.
Bro, I heard that reference and I was like, hold up. Well, hell nah. Ain't no way.
Okay. I guess I'm gonna have to follow this. It's Charlotte, man.
All right. That's a pleasant surprise. Shit.
Right.
Shout out to the foe. Anyway, the next song is by Robb Banks, aka Shaggy's son, and Tony Shhnow. It's called D.A.N. D.A.N. It's an acronym for something. I don't know what it's
Dog ass.
that. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
It can't be no boyfriend, girlfriend shit.
Appreciate you. I definitely ain't that.
We call it. Just be quiet one time and listen.
Yeah. Commission, finna grant them dead wishes. Me Panama bitches speak English, handle the business. Suit and tie all of my dealings, but still a felon.
I don't remember this song.
Wants no tongue kisses, yeah.
But it's hard.
Little nigga, I train hoes. I taught her everything that she did on Bang Bros. Nigga, I'm an ace of Kira.
That's why when we listen to this project, we just listen to it all the way straight through, right?
We played it all the way through, yep.
Yeah. I feel like I remember the beat, but at the same time, I don't feel like I remember.
Dominican Republic ass fatty, last name Rodriguez, ain't like a barnacle platinum. Always try and catch a body like my name Cat and Ginyu. I'm an XL bully and you fuck niggas as shit zoos. I'm a nigga, yeah. I'm a nigga, yeah. Come on, I'm a nigga, I'm a dog ass nigga when it come to hoes.
Okay, I remember this now. Okay, alright.
Dog ass nigga when I'm on these hoes. Come on.
Yeah.
I don't bite, baby girl, and I don't bop. Come on, yeah. Dog ass nigga fucking with your hoe, yeah. Throw me a bomb, yeah.
Dog nigga, you might catch me with your baby mama. I show her tricks, but I ain't never get that bitch $1. She want money, so I heard this.
Yeah, nah, that shit going.
My hoodie Japanese, my diamonds from the motherland. I can have a rolling chain, still roll on your counter. Nigga, fuck your counter. She been waiting on this dick so long, I forgot about her. I put her auto on a Glock, I got rocket power. I took her to the room.
He followed Juice. Prince Juice.
Okay, that makes sense.
He followed Malik, James Malik.
Come on, yeah. Dog ass nigga when I'm on these hoes. Come on, yeah. I don't bite, baby girl, and I don't bop. Come on, yeah. Dog ass nigga fucking with your hoe, yeah. Throw me a bomb, yeah.
Yeah, when I was younger in my life, you know what I mean? I probably had my little heart broke or something, you know, or something like that. But not really since I've been grown. Not since.
This is D.A.N. and it's by Robb Banks and Tony Shhnow.
But not since I've been grown, since I've been pimping, it ain't even been like that.
I feel you on that. The next song is also by Robb Banks, aka Shaggy's son, and Tony Shhnow. It's called Making Love to Fans.
10 around my neck, nigga. 20 on my wrist, nigga. 50 in my clip, nigga. Blitz your whole shit, pussy. $1 million look, nigga.
And again, Robb Banks is from Florida, and Tony Shhnow is from Atlanta. See, and there goes a reference from the old mixtape days. Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I like the tape. They pay homage to the mixtape out.
So I was like, yo, man, my beef for derailing your point earlier, but I was like, yo, you mentioned the whole mixtape era, and I was just like, dang. What other tags were there besides like, damn son, where'd you find this?
Trapaholics mixtape. Oh, not Trapaholics, not Trapaholics.
But nah, that was one though.
I don't remember saying Trapaholics. On Tony Shhnow's mixtape, he did get Trapaholics to host this, but that's Trapaholics is not on this. Evil Empire on this one.
Gotcha.
Two different ones, two different entities.
Wasn't there an Empire
Empire mix.
Yeah.
Evil Empire.
Yeah, that was Skip on Sandler. It was like a tag that was like.
Yeah.
Yeah, an Empire one.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that was.
Dang, that's such an error, man. If you missed that, you might have to go back in.
That and the trap shit. Like you ain't know.
Right, like all that stuff.
Real trap shit. Like you ain't know. That's that shit.
But here's the artwork. It's off the same project from the last track. The I Can't Feel My Face 2. What you were saying earlier, it's a reference to the Joel Santana and Lil Wayne I Can't Feel My Face project from like probably 06 or something like that.
Yeah, Tiny Big Slim, come on, yeah, CMB, yeah, that's all I mean, keep it G, yeah, Baby Pacino, yeah, RGC and Beto, yeah, family, Mito, yeah, 430 Finito, pussy.
Evil Empire, New York's down south supplier. We got it for cheap. 1,000 grams uncut to the gut. We ain't new to this.
It's make me smile hearing this. Alright, the next track is by an artist named Bermuda Yae. The name of the song is called PEONS. And it's funny because I asked this man every time he plays this song, yo, who is this?
He done did it like 10 times.
What is this? Who's that? It never fails. See, I got it now though. I'm gonna ask you no more. I ain't gonna ask you no more.
You're burning it down. We're burning it down. Yeah, young nigga shit, I'm on that. I'ma keep it, that's a fact. Play with me, his ass wet. Smoking that boy out like LA threats.
It's the TV, not TV, but the phone screen. You guys can see the album artwork. It is Friday, September 23rd, and it's 10:17. Where Bermuda Yae is on this album artwork.
I can't wait to say we on. Yeah. We out so blickers, but nobody got no fucking permit.
Where you from? You know?
I don't know.
Is he part of Salt House?
I'm done with you. Nah, for real, like, so what's wrong with you? You know that answer.
I'm messing with you.
Yeah, like, stop fucking with me. Like, you know the answer to that.
Yeah, see, I looked over it. I looked up and smiled.
I ain't even look at you.
Your phone.
No, I was listening. I wasn't phased. I was like, I know you ain't serious. Like, what the fuck? This man be playing with me, man. And this the thing. I know the audience probably thinking, yo, this man, he always uptight. No, I'm not always uptight. Be provoking me, man. They know what presses my buttons. He know I'm passionate.
Oh, man. All right, so the next song is by Coco, Bryce, and it's called Computer Love. I don't think we played this in here. I know we definitely have some Coco Bryce tracks.
We do. We ain't played this shit though.
But I don't think this is one of them.
I just found this shit recently. I mean, this shit is new. It just came out like not too long ago.
Didn't you send me this project?
Yeah.
Thought so. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. So. Oh, damn.
What the fuck?
That's crazy.
Like, oh, he's an old day.
Someone could shave a little bit.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's the album artwork. Yeah, and I'm gonna try to send y'all out on a track like this every time, cause you know, some chill shit. But yeah, it's the part of the podcast where we tell y'all to like, comment, subscribe, and share with your friends. Because as I always say, we want to grow, and we can't grow unless people find out about us. So if you guys can help us out with that, that would be greatly appreciated. So to all 68 of our subscribers that we currently have, we appreciate you. And we hope you continue to rock with us as we continue to move this train along and outside the station. Because if you don't remember, can't remember which episode it was in, that's the reason why I made the logo for this podcast, a roller coaster. Because it's a fucking ride. Currently we have, I guess including us, we got 70 people on this train with us, bro.
What you mean?
We got 70 people. We got 70 people on the roller coaster with us. Including us, we got 70 people on the roller coaster. We got 68 subscribers.
Oh yeah.
The roller coaster's only gonna get bigger and longer.
True.
Don't be afraid to hop in the seat. Strap in. Keep your hands and arms inside. Not what is it? Hands and feet and shit inside the ride at all times. Yeah. Once again, this is the album artwork by Coco Bryce, and the song is called Computer Love.
Shout out to Dan for putting me on to great music. Put me on to Coco Bryce.
Yeah, Dan, stop playing and come sit your ass on this couch.
Not happening.
Nah, tell him stop playing and sit his ass right here on this couch. He don't even gotta be on camera. That's the thing.
He's not gonna do it, bro. Some people usually have to realize they don't like being on camera. I came to realization, man, it ain't for everybody. This podcast ain't for everybody.
You don't have to even be on camera.
Yeah, but I really came to the realization, like, some people really ain't, it's not for them. You can't force it. Some people don't even want to hear their voice on camera. Some people ain't, it's not for everybody.
The only reason I'm gonna keep forcing him is because he agreed to it a long ass time ago. He's like, yeah, I'm down.
I can't stand it. Yeah. Let me stop. You gotta get me started, bro.
So yeah, every time I see him, I'm like, yeah, bro, when we get you on the pod. When you coming through? I told you my stipulation for him to come through and do what he wanted to do. You gotta do what I want to do first.
Yeah, that's true though. How you gonna come over talk about something?
Make demands. It's not
this man had the nerve to talk about some. I gotta at least do a 30-minute set and all that. Like, bro, you ain't like what? Like,
sit on the pod for 30 minutes first.
Right? Like, what the fuck?
Sit your ass on this pod for 30 minutes, and then we can talk about that. I'll let you do however many sets you want to do. But in case you didn't know, Dan's one of the homies out here. What would you describe the music he produces?
Who?
I mean, it's obviously electronic, but
he does everything, drum and bass. I mean, not everything. It's mostly drum and bass and electronic. Does a little bit of dub sometimes, not really. He kind of mixes shit. It's mainly electronic, but he does a lot of drum and bass, and it tends to get mashed up a lot of times. Like, this project itself was like a lot of different shit.
Well, his shit's fire.
Yeah, you can't put him in the box.
His artist name is Well-Being.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Coco Bryce.
No, it's my Dan.
Oh, no, he makes, electronic music house and drum and bass. Yeah, he basically makes the same shit as Coco Bryce. But Coco Bryce makes, like, that's like all types of shit.
I wonder Dan's way, so the... Because I was mixing some of his tracks at his house one time, and I was like, yo, I need this music. There's even some of the stuff he had that wasn't his. I was like, I need this. But yeah, it's been real. Dan, we need you right here on this couch. We need him right here on this couch.
It's not happening.
We need him right here on this couch. Make some room for you. Right here. But yeah, it's been real. It's the end of episode 35. We will tap in with y'all for episode 36 sometime soon. Hope you guys enjoyed episode 34. Catch y'all later. It's been real.
Holla world.